Just a few weeks ago, Vapi released Workflows 2.0, updated versions of Workflows. Why stop at 2.0 when you can go up to 3.0? So I decided to launch my own update, fully automated with AI. And this is single-handedly one of the fastest and most reliable ways to build a high-quality voice agent. And in this video, I'll prove it live by building a workflow with more than 15 nodes, complex routing, and ready-to-go prompts in just under 10 minutes. Matter of fact, let me just show you a demo right now. Perfect, so now we have Claude giving me the final JSON file, and after it's done, we're going to be able to download it and then upload it into Vapi to get our full workflow. Perfect. Claude has just finished generating our workflow, and the complete JSON is ready for us to download. I'm simply going to upload it as a JSON inside of Vapi. Okay, so it's currently creating the workflow, and perfect. So as you can see here, this is an absolutely monstrous setup. We have over 12 nodes in here, and I wouldn't be lying if I said that there were over 30 or possibly 50 connections inside of here. And I did all of that in just 10 minutes using Claude and a description that I made from just writing a couple of sentences. And now let's try giving it a call.
Good day and welcome to the Grand Plaza Hotel. I'm Emma, your digital concierge. How may I create an exceptional experience for you today?
Hi Emma. So I was just wondering about what makes your hotel unique.
Thank you for asking. The Grand Plaza Hotel is renowned for its blend of historic architecture and modern luxury located in the heart of Manhattan. We offer 450 elegantly appointed rooms, 3 exceptional restaurants, including a rooftop dining experience, a full-service spa, state-of-the-art fitness center, and versatile business facilities. Our dedication to personalized service ensures every guest feels like a VIP. Whether you're here for business or leisure, we aim to create memorable moments tailored to your needs. Would you like me to assist with a reservation or provide more details about our amenities?
Perfect. So the workflow is clearly functional. The first assistant understands my needs and tackles them well. And now, let's get started with a full build. So, contrary to a typical Vapi workflows video, most of our video is not going to be spent inside of Vapi. And just a disclaimer before we start, this does require you to have a paid subscription to an AI service like Claude, or at the very least, ChatGPT. This is because we need models of very powerful strengths in order to actually be able to create these workflows. It is possible to do it for free, but given the fact that Claude or ChatGPT cost $20 for their lower plans, you may as well buy it and then use it for other things as well. So the first thing you're going to do is go ahead to your Claude account or your ChatGPT account. What you're going to do in Claude is go ahead to the project section and create a new project. I already have my project, but I'm going to walk you through in a moment. If you're using ChatGPT, you're just going to go ahead and create a new GPT. Whether you're using Claude or ChatGPT, you're pretty much going to have the same setup process. You're just going to go into the description, and the first link will take you to my resource package. Inside that resource package, you'll find the prompt as well as the documents that we will be using to power the knowledge base of our assistant. Inside of Claude, edit the instructions and copy paste the exact prompt I provided to you. And for the project knowledge, click this plus sign and download the files. For ChatGPT, it's pretty much the exact same thing. For the instructions, you're going to copy paste the prompt, and for the knowledge, you're going to upload the files. Inside ChatGPT, you can set your recommended model to O3 because it's the strongest model they currently have. Once you've done that, we're about 10% of the way through. The next thing we're going to do is code a backend using Python, custom code connections using JavaScript, and then connect 4 NAN workflows to Claude and Vapi. Just kidding, this is the end of our setup. It took you just 3 minutes, so now let's just run another demo of this system for a workflow that is intended to handle the customer support of a small e-commerce store. What I'll do is just quickly dictate my prompt using my voice, which is the exact method I use every day to do things such as write prompts. I actually made a whole entire video about that, so go ahead and check it out in the top right corner. Anyway, let me just give it a prompt real quick. Design me a complete, complex, and production-ready workflow setup that I can use to automate my e-commerce store's customer support. The workflows should be able to fulfill FAQ answering, product recommendations, order status checks, returns, cancellations, the acceptance of reviews, and should be optimized for a multilingual English and Spanish setup. They should preferably use 11 Labs voices along with GPT 4.0 and GPT 4.1 or GPT 4.1 mini models. Perfect, so as you just saw there, it transcribed my text. So now I can just send this over and get my Vapi workflow set up. Right now, it's going to take a while to generate my workflow, so I'll come back in a few minutes once it's done generating. Perfect, so the workflow has just finished generating. I have also hit my usage limit, which is something you need to watch out for when you're using Claude, because sometimes if your creating long workflows like these, you'll hit your limit very quickly. Now, this is usually not a problem in ChatGPT, so that's one advantage of using it, even though O3 is a weaker model than Claude's Opus 4, which I'm using right now. I'm simply going to copy this JSON, I'm going to download it, and then we're just going to paste it into Vapi to see how it looks. Based on what I've experimented with, there's no exact way to get Claude to output you a .json file, but you can easily do it inside of Notepad. So just copy its output in the top right corner over here, and go ahead to Notepad. Just get a new tab, copy and paste the JSON inside, and then make sure to click File, go to Save As, and here I'm just going to call it something like e-commerce workflow build. And one special thing that you have to do before saving this file is add a .json at the end. This is the easiest way to do it. I'm just going to go back into Vapi and we're going to upload our JSON as a workflow. Once you're back in Vapi, just go ahead to click upload JSON, and now in your downloads you should see the e-commerce workflow build as a .json file, and now it gives us 5 configuration warnings. But keep in mind that these warnings aren't something that is the AI's fault. The configuration requires something like a URL to an API, which is always determined by you and not the assistant itself. So just click continue and click create workflow. And now what this does is it's actually creating the workflow inside of Vapi. And as you can see here, we just got our full e-commerce workflow build. Once again, looking at this workflow, we appear to have around 18 nodes, and on top of these nodes, which are stacked with pretty extensive and effective prompts, we probably have over 30 or 40 connections inside of here. So as you can see here, the main benefit is not just creating the nodes and then setting them up with prompts, but also about connections, because that's the whole point of workflows. You're supposed to route based on the information you're given, and sometimes figuring out all of the routing from one node going to the other can be quite difficult, which is exactly why it's so powerful to have an AI system like Claude to do it for you. And even though Vapi workflows are not exactly production ready, this is definitely something to keep in mind, because as the voice AI space expands in the next few months, we're most likely going to notice increased use of Vapi workflows just because they can be easier to work with this being one of the reasons. And what makes this even more powerful is the fact that you will be able to take workflow templates for one use case and then use them as examples or inspiration for another build. And with that, you have everything you need to automate your creation of Vapi workflows for faster and higher quality voice agents. You've been introduced to a never seen before method that shows how it's possible to create more advanced voice agents at just a fraction of the time that a normal assistant would take. Once again, if you want access to all of the free resources I mentioned in the video, they are available for you in the description for completely free. If you're a business owner and seriously thinking about using voice agents for your business, you can also check out the second link to book a free 15-minute intro chat and discuss your implementation strategy with me for completely free. And if this video gave you a few more ideas on what you can do with voice agents, just make sure to drop a comment below and hit that thumbs up button, because that really helps the algorithm to push more of my videos out and create high quality content for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.